Potential difference between the center and the surface of sphere of radius r and uniform volume charge density rho within it will be equal to. Now if I consider a sphere, the charges are on the surface of the sphere as well as inside it, because now the charges are distributed uniformly as per the volume. Okay, the charges are distributed uniformly as per the volume. Okay, the radius of the sphere is equal to capital R, the charge over here is equal to capital Q. So basically we have to find out the potential difference between the center and the surface. Now before we start with the potential difference, let us first find the volume charge density. Volume charge density is equal to total charge divided by total volume, which is equal to total charge, let it be equal to Q, divided by total volume, it will be equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, it will be equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. If I consider a small surface at a distance r inside the sphere, then let the charge be equal to small q. Let the charge be equal to small q. So it can also be written as small q divided by 4 by 3 pi into small r cube. We will use this later. Okay, we will use this later. Now we have to find out the potential difference between the center and the surface. Let the center be equal to point O, at the surface let it be equal to point A. So the electric field intensity at any point is given as dV by dx. In this case it will be given as dV by dr. Okay, let the electric field intensity at this point, okay, at the surface, okay, between this two part, that is at point B, let it be equal to, let the electric field intensity be equal to E. So it can be written as dV divided by dr. Okay, so it is written as dV divided by dr. Okay, where r becomes the radius. Okay, where r becomes the radius. Okay, now in this case we have to find out the dV. Okay, that is the change in the potential from the center to the surface. It will be equal to E dr. So basically while integrating on both the sides, it will be equal to the dV. When I integrated this part, the integration will be equal to V. We will see the integration on the right hand side later. Okay, it will be equal to V. Okay, now I will integrate it from V at point O to V at point A, that is V at the center to the V at the surface. Okay, let it be equal to delta V. Let it be equal to delta V. Now how can I write E? E can be written as, E over here can be written as d phi divided by area dA. Okay, now phi is equal to Q divided by epsilon naught. So when I substitute in this given equation, E will be equal to dq. Epsilon naught is constant, epsilon naught into dA. Okay, let me substitute over here. Okay, let me substitute over here. It will be equal to dq divided by epsilon naught into dr divided by dA. Okay, before integrating this part, we have to understand that while integrating there should be only one variable, but you can clearly see over here there are two variables. There are in fact three variables, the charge, dr and a. Okay, now how to resolve this part? The area of this part, the area of this section will be equal to, now the area of this section will be equal to 4 pi into small r square. Okay, 4 pi into small r square. So dA divided by dr will be equal to 4 pi into it will be equal to r square will be equal to 2r. So basically it will be equal to 8 pi r. Okay, basically it will be equal to 8 pi r. Now dA by dr is 8 pi r, so dr by dA will be equal to 1 by 8 pi r. Okay, so when I integrate this part, it will be equal to dq divided by epsilon naught into 1 by 8 pi r. Okay, it will be equal to 1 by 8 pi r. Okay, where r over here, where r is the now r over here is again the variable. Okay, r over here is again the variable. Now how can I substitute this part? Okay, I can either substitute q or r. Okay, you can clearly see from this equation, the first equation. Okay, the rho will be equal to, or r cube over here, r cube will be equal to q divided by 4 pi into 4 pi by 3 into rho. Okay, 4 pi by 3 into rho. Okay, so r can be written as, so r basically can be written as over here, it can be written as cube root of this part, q raised to 1 by 3, 4 by 3 pi into rho raised to 1 by 3. Okay, I am writing it separately. Okay, so when I substitute this part, 1 by epsilon naught and 1 by 8 pi will be outside this bracket. It will be equal to integration of q raised to 1 by 3. Okay, basically this will go in the numerator. Okay, so it will be equal to 4 by 3 pi rho the whole raised to 1 by 3 into 1 by q raised to 1 by 3 into dq. Okay, into dq. So 1 by epsilon naught into 1 by 8 pi into it will be equal to 4 by 3 pi rho into 1 by 3, all these are constant. Q raised to 1 by 3 when it goes in the numerator, q raised to 1 by 3 when it goes in the numerator, it will be equal to q raised to minus 1 by 3. So q raised to minus 1 by 3 will be equal to q raised to so it will be equal to q raised to, when I integrate this part, it will be equal to minus 1 by 3 plus 1, okay, which is equal to 1 by epsilon naught into 1 by 8 pi into 4 by 3 pi 4 by 3 pi rho raised to 1 by 3 into q raised to 2 by 3, okay, q raised to 2 by 3, and I will integrate it from 0 to q, okay, I will integrate it from 0 to q, okay, where 0 is at the center, at center there will be no charges inside this part, and at the external part it is the total charge is equal to q, okay. Now let me substitute this part again, let me substitute this term again, 1 by epsilon naught into 1 by 8 pi into 4 by 3 pi rho the whole raised to 1 by 3, okay, into q raised to 2 by 3, okay, q raised to 2 by 3. Now what is the relationship between q and r over here, okay, what is the relationship between q and r over here? Q can be written as rho into 4 by 3 pi r cube, okay, it is written as 1 by epsilon naught into 1 by 8 pi into 4 by 3 pi into rho 1 by 3. Q can be written as rho into 4 by 3 pi r cube, okay, the whole raised to 2 by 3, okay, the whole raised to 2 by 3. If I consider this part, it is equal to 1 by rho naught, okay, 1 by rho naught into, okay, there is also an r in the denominator, there is also an r in the denominator, okay, in the denominator there is also an r, okay, when I differentiate this part there is also an r in the denominator, okay. So when I write this part, it will be equal to, the last part will be equal to over here, okay, 1 by epsilon naught into 1 by 8 pi into, this is equal to 4 by 3 pi rho raised to 1 by 3 into 4 by 3 pi, if you consider this part, rho into 4 by 3 pi raised to 2 by 3, so it will be basically equal to 4 by 3 into pi into rho, okay, that's it, r raised to 3 raised to 2 by 3, which is equal to r square, okay. Now the last term, that is the simplification, pi and pi will get cancelled, 4 will be multiplied by 2, so this will be equal to rho r square divided by 6 epsilon naught, okay, it will be equal to the final potential difference will be equal to rho r square divided by 6 epsilon naught, which is equal to option number A.